Hi Aries, this is your May 2018 general reading. Change things up a little bit this time round because I got hold of a pack of Rider-Waite. So I'm going to be doing the 3-card Major Arcana Principal reading, and then I'm going to be pulling one from the Swords, one from the Wands, one from the Cup, and one from the Pentacles to flesh things out a little bit. Okay, final cut. Let's go for you, Aries. Okay, the Tower in reverse. Wow, that's come up a lot. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And the Sun. That's a lovely outcome, Aries. The Sun. Beautiful contentment. Everything rosy in the garden. And a kind of coming together of things. Coming together of opposites. Unity of opposites. Beautiful. Anyway, let's get back to these. Now, in this 3-card reading, this position is things as you see them. This position is the veil, that which is obscuring your vision or acting as the fulcrum or the mediating point between things as you see them and things as they really are. And in a way, it strikes me that the Tower in reverse, the non-total bloody force majeure act of God, utter disaster that smashes everything to pieces, is not a million miles away from the Sun. Anyway, okay, let's get into this a little bit. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, sometimes when it's in the reverse it's significant and sometimes it isn't. And as it's here in the middle as the fulcrum card, kind of the pivot card, I'm going to, for the time being, say that the fact that it's in reverse is of no significance whatsoever, because, you know, who's to say whether a wheel is up or down? So let's push on in that spirit. Now, the Tower in reverse can be something really, really bad that has happened and has left you feeling a bit shattered. Or it can be the fear of something really, really bad happening, but that isn't actually going to happen. And I mean, if it was just something really, really bad not happening, then it kind of wouldn't really exist as an energy. So let's go with the with the second of those, or perhaps the first. I'm kind of a bit like not bothered about this reading. I'm really sorry to say that, Aries, but you know, you got this as things as they really are. So basically, however crap you think things are nowhere near as bad as you think they are. But what's obscuring your vision? Okay. Oh, okay. What's really coming to me really, really strongly is that you are very disaster minded, and you're not only disaster minded, you are bad luck minded. And that is stopping you from seeing what you actually have, Aries. And what you actually have here is beautiful. And this is not dissimilar. And there's a lot of readings for May, actually, that I've seen of other readers who are saying that the readings for Aries and the readings for Taurus are coming up very, very similar. And I do believe, I mean, I know that Uranus enters Taurus on the 15th of May. I'm doing these readings on the 2nd of May. And I believe that Uranus is transiting from Aries to Taurus. And perhaps that's what's linking, like kind of about now. Perhaps that's what's linking Aries and Taurus. This is very, very similar. It's having like a disaster mindset and a bad luck mindset, and having been stuck in that mindset, perhaps, you know, with varying degrees of justification for that, but having been stuck in that mindset for so long that you just can't see how really wonderful things are. Very similar message if you look at the Taurus reading, if that interests you to do that. And what I'm getting here is the idea that this is sort of firefighting. This is trying to stave it off, but also stave off, things going wrong, basically. But also sort of thinking that no matter what efforts you go to stave off disaster, that it's going to come anyway, and it's going to come out of the sky, and the sky's going to open, and chicken licking, it's going to fall on your head, and everything's going to get smashed to pieces, and that's just your bad luck. Sorry, I'm reading towards me, so it's in the reverse. Just your bad luck. Wow, what a headspace to be stuck in. But it doesn't. I mean, it's tiring, and it's stressful, and it's probably putting you in not in harm's way, but when we walk around with a disaster mindset or a poverty mindset or a my bad luck mindset, we are more likely to experience life in those ways. But I think more subtly than that, we're just blinding ourselves to how good things really are. And I mean, I'm put in mind of the whole matter of meditation and of being in the present. People say live in the present. I mean, if you meditate and you bring yourself right in to the present moment, you focus on the breath in now, the gap now, the breath out now, the gap now, and you focus on the now, and you are simply surfing this unending wave of now. I mean, obviously it ends at some point, but we're not going there right now. You find that essentially there is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong. The things that we sense as being wrong in our lives are the vast majority of the time rooted in stuff that we did in the past and that we wish we hadn't done, and stuff that we think we might do in the future and we're not sure whether we should do or not. It's regret of the past and fear of the future that screws up the now. That's what I'm getting from this reading. And it's just utterly unnecessary because the truth of the matter is it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, so similar to Taurus's reading. So I'm just going to crack on, and I'm going to do some of the minor arcana now. So I'm going to pull one from the swords. Okay, King of Swords in reverse. Harsh self-talk, maybe, Aries. I mean, I know for you, Aries, you like to kind of put yourself down and trash your own life in a kind of jokey kind of a way. There's a sort of gallows humour. But, the more of that you do, and you're very good at it, and you do it all in sort of really good spirit and everything, and, you can laugh at yourself in that respect. But the more of that you do, the more you are kind of reinforcing the disaster mindset, even when you make a joke out of it. And that's what I'm getting from this King of Swords in reverse here. There is a time when that should stop, really, or yeah, it should stop, because it doesn't actually chime with things as they truly are. And I mean, if you look at this King of Swords, I mean, he's quite a young king. He's quite austere, and he's just looking you straight in the face, going, "Really, really?" That's what I'm getting from this. Jovial, gallows humour, talking yourself down, talking yourself and your life down. Maybe you might want to give that a bit of a rest, Aries. Okay, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Well, I think that you've got so used to being in this disaster mindset that you're joking about it now. And I know it sounds really crass and really cold and really cheesy, but basically you are blinding yourself to the possibilities in the world for you, and they are there. I mean, how many times is this going to stick itself under your nose for you to just sort of look at and go, oh yeah, well, ha 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 ha, and go off and tell some dark joke about yourself? How many times is it going to present itself to you as it does in this card before you actually think, well, actually, no, hold on, I'm actually going to take that. I don't think there's a shelf life for this. I don't think you're in sort of danger of doing yourself any great harm here. But I think you've just, as I say, you've just got so used to seeing things as not going your way. And I mean, you know, perhaps some things aren't going your way, but you know, the same goes for all of us. Things are going damn sight more your own way than you bloody think they are. And I tell you what, if you want to see some of the other readings, some of the result cards that have come up in some of the other readings, my God, yeah, you want disastrous results, you better go and check them out. Oh, how beautiful. Six of Cups. Nostalgia. Nostalgia. Now, do be careful, Aries, that you don't keep yourself rooted in the sense of present disaster and sort of past disaster and, you know, bound to be future disaster by having an idealized view of your very young childhood. You know, sort of back to this golden age. I mean, we all think it was a golden age. Even if we had a really, really rough time, even if we had a rough time as ourselves, as children, we look back at the world and we say, oh, it was much better then. You know, there was full employment and lots of nurses in the hospitals, and the streets weren't choked with cars, and there was a dawn chorus and all of this. You know, even if we were unhappy in our own little lives as children, and we know that and we look back, but there is, you know, nostalgia can be a very kind of wasteful thing in this respect. And I am not concerned, but it just makes me sad. You know, you've got the sun here. You've got so much going for you. Right, okay, hold on. Yeah, this was the last one for Taurus as well, the poverty consciousness card. And I'm going to say the same thing to you, Aries, as I said to Taurus. You know, these figures out here in the cold, scurrying past the stained glass window of the church, where it is clearly warm inside, warm and lit inside. They are scurrying past of their own volition. You know, I mean, it's different now. Church doors are invariably locked unless there's a service going on, but that's because everyone's scared that people are going to go in and steal things, or homeless people might go in and squat in there or something. But in the old days, churches were always open and there was always succor in them. And it's the spirit that counts in this respect. You don't have to stay out in the cold. You really don't. You know, you can go in. And I mean, you know, you might not be welcome with open arms, but you probably will be given a cup of tea. You don't have to stay out in the cold, Taurus. And you don't have to see your life as a series of sort of disaster averting firefighting exercises that you just end up so punch drunk with it that you're making jokes about how dreadful it all is, and right, what shit luck you have, and how you wish you were 3 years old again and then you wouldn't have to deal with any of this, and ignoring opportunity after opportunity after opportunity presenting itself to you. This is where things actually stand. So if you're able to see that, you know, it's all a matter of perception in the end, but why don't you go out and sit in the sun? Get a bit of sun on your face, Aries. I'll leave it there. Okay, please like, please share, please subscribe. If you would like to leave a comment, that would be wonderful. And I'll see you again in the next reading. All best, Aries. Get out and enjoy the sunshine, mate. See you later. Bye-bye.